and less exciting part. We're stealing a bunch of shit off my car for Crystal's car.
I'm not gonna say what you're gonna do to your car.
Well, my car's going a little bit more radical next year, so I'm going with a GT55 style turbo. It'll still be a China deal because I'm a poor boy. But I think I'm going to get the 102 that E46 sells. And we're doing a built 6 liter and going to methanol.
This is really hard to do with one hand.
So I'm going to give Crystal a bunch of stuff that I don't need. I'm going to give her my intercooler.
Oh, I don't want your intercooler.
We can paint it black and make it look nice.
Okay.
Turbo. And
you say radiator or no?
I'm gonna keep this radiator, but I'll probably buy you the same one if it'll fit. But we could take it off and see if it'll fit.
Action.
Hello. We are working on the BMW today. These mounts finally came in. Amazon didn't have any steel ones, so I'd order these off eBay, and they take a lot longer. But they're all powder coated nice and black. But I'm gonna be welding to them. So I ground all the paint off, at least on this side. Now we're just going to bolt both nuts to the block. Get the motor exactly where we want it, height-wise, left to right, tilt, everything. Get it exactly where we want it with these bolted on. And then just start measuring and seeing what we need to make. I would like to try to make something from this that bolts to the stock mount, but we'll see. If not, I could literally just make these go from a tube to a flat plate and just weld a bolt to the flat plate, and I mean that's how the stock one's bolted on. So I like everything being solid mounted on something like this because it's going to be, you know, turbo kit and everything, and the turbo is going to be mounted to the frame and everything's gonna be solid, so I really don't want it to move around. So I don't know. We'll see once I get to that point. But that's my plan. I'm thinking now that since the stock ones are rubber, just making my own mount that bolts up to the factory location. But we'll see once we get that far. Go ahead.
I didn't know you were going to talk.
I don't really quite remember how the 6 liter wasn't, or 6 liter, 6 cylinder was in here. Like if it was off or whatever, I don't know. But it looks pretty straight in the tranny tunnel. But it's an 1 3/8 farther over to the passenger side from the driver's side when you're measured from the frame rails. But I'm not terribly concerned about it being perfectly in the center between the frame rails. I'm more concerned about it being perfectly center in the tranny tunnel. So we're going to do a few more measurements, move it here, there, whatever, a million times. Probably take all day, but we'll get it straight to where it's centered on the tranny tunnel. Because in this car, they actually has a tunnel for the drive shaft. Actually has a tunnel for the drive shaft that's like pretty high up. So if it's off at all, it would just cause a bunch of problems. So as long as the tranny's straight and square with that, wherever the motor ends up is where it'll be. Just a single bolt, and then we just got the motor plates on there, and then this one has to be a bend to go around the steering shaft. And it'll just weld on there like that.
With that little plate there. Okay.
Well, me and Crystal got the mounts made. Made a transmission cross member and our own mounts for the engine. I'm a cheap ass when it comes to my own stuff, and I'm not spending like $500 on some mounts So we just made these. I mean, we probably got like $25 invested in these.
Oh, I was gonna say like 25 cents.
Well, the plates
Yeah,
were
they're-
like 15, 20, and then some material I had laying around. But it's nice and solid. It's in there on its own now. It's got a nice little gap between the pan and the cross member. And I think we're at plenty of room with this intake. Or we got to pull the motor out, unfortunately, or maybe just pull the heads, not sure. But this piece right here, we're going to have to cut this out. Or maybe it'll unbolt somehow, I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure you're gonna cut it.
Yeah, just cut it out. Because the manifold won't fit. The last one will hit. But once we get the manifolds on there, then it's the really fun stuff.
What are we gonna do next? Turbo kit or?
Probably get the accessories we're going to run. I won't put a balancer in there, obviously there's no crank. But if we do water pump, whatever alternator bracket we're going to run, get all the accessories we're going to run on it. That way we can start plumbing everything. The exhaust, you know, the turbo kit, radiator. I'm thinking I might try to run the same radiator I have in my car in this car.
Yeah, you already said that.
So I think that'd be sweet because it comes out to like right around in this area, the radiator. So we have this whole section for the turbo.
Ooh, you should go get it and pretend like it's there. I kind of want to put that little piece on and then you like show where the turbo's gonna be.
Well, we're gonna have to do a lot of cutting to get it anywhere close. And I don't know what we're gonna do about the front yet. If we're gonna leave the stock frame rails, I don't know.
Honestly, I think you're gonna have to like cut this, notch it or something for the turbo to fit where I want it to.
Yeah, if you want it right behind the headlight, we'll have to chop this up.
What? Yeah.
If you want it like in the bumper where I was talking about
No.
next to the radiator,
No.
then we don't have to chop it up.
I want to cut a hole in my headlight.
Okay. Well, once we get to that point, we'll mess with it. Then if we're gonna do all that, we might as well just do the tubular front too. I know we talked about it before, but might kind of do like the Fox body deal. Cut it right in front of the strut tower. I don't know. We'll see. But I know we've been kind of behind on videos. We're supposed to do one every Sunday. And Crystal was sick. We thought she had COVID. And then one weekend we were just lazy. And so, but if you just work one day a week, you can get a decent amount done. And I'm happy that everything's actually mounted and good to go. Now it's just a matter of doing the really fun stuff.
I mean, it only took you like a month to get those made.
Yeah, but honestly, it only took 2 days.
I know, but
If you count the days, it was 2 days. But yeah, it took a month, you know, because we took 2 to get it done. There we go. Looking forward to making more progress with this thing. It's going to be really fun.